Just doing a quick audio check. Wow, that's pretty much no delay. The AMA should begin in about 15 minutes. Welcome to the live stream if you're just coming in. Kind of crazy that people have Lunar on their watch list more than even BNB. That's kind of a crazy update from the team. Hey, how's it going? Every time I decide to speak, my dogs start barking, so kind of annoying. Ready for those NFTs in a day or two? Definitely. Got to get my crypto ready for the purchase. I'm going to do an update here probably later today on Gallant and the NFTs. And then depending on what happens with Lunar, I'll do an update on them as well. "2022 is definitely shaping up to be the year of NFTs. I mean, 2021 had a lot of it, but I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more NFTs coming into 2022. Specifically the utility type. Yeah, I keep waiting for Lunar to release more information on their NFTs. There's been a lot of information other than the date. I'm really excited to actually use this platform. If they can integrate it the way that they're talking about, it's going to be something else. They were saying there's more people with Lunar on their watch list than BNB itself on CoinMarketCap. I haven't gone to look at the numbers myself, but the screen capture they had indicated it's true. I try not to go to CoinMarketCap if I can avoid it. I prefer CoinGecko, just because CoinMarketCap's got so many issues for some of the launch tokens. I haven't used USDT in quite a while, so I have to go refresh my memory on getting some. I think the last time I used USDT, it was when I was still using exchanges. It's been a while. I'm excited to see the Super Bowl ads. That's the best part of the Super Bowl, in my opinion. It's watching the ads. Of course, if I got a team in it, then it's more important. But I don't have a team in this one, so. But coming up on Super Bowl ads, it would be interesting. Somebody had brought up on a previous AMA whether we're ever going to see a crypto with an ad there. kind of an expensive ad. That would definitely get you some attention, though. AMA should begin in about 4 or 5 minutes. I keep checking to make sure that they haven't gone live a little bit early. Any particular update everybody's looking for? It is. It should be starting here just in a minute. I keep hitting the refresh to see if they're going to open it up a little early. I've never seen such a huge delta between people that are watching it and the number of investors. Lunar's on 8 million watch lists. But it's only got 29,000 holders. That's a lot of interest in Lunar. Hopefully Twitter is working a little bit better today. It was having some issues the last couple times Twitter Spaces has gone on. Kept cutting out for some reason. Nothing yet. Keep refreshing. There was a Twitter Spaces last week, I think it was, where there was a link shared that worked, and it never showed up on their Twitter page. So I'm looking at that just to make sure there's not a situation like that. I'm not seeing it yet. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people are waiting as well, so. Yeah, I'm still not seeing it. It's not just us, though. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, sorry for the wait. Just give us a second while we announce the Twitter space across our channels and wait for our leadership team to join. All right. Mr. Moonshot.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, just give us a
brother?
few minutes to allow us to get set up here and allow everyone to join.
Awesome. Would we be able to get this out in the Telegram? Let people know that this started, provide the link.
Yes, I will post that now over there.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. If you couldn't already tell, this is Spaceman. I'm just on the Lunar account right now. Typically, I use my second phone to hop on under my Spaceman account, but it is currently dead. So just know that I am Spaceman. right. Looks like a lot of people are joining despite our lack of organization around getting this AMA announced. Right. I'm going to hit up Apollo and see if he's joining. Is anyone here going to ETH Denver? Send a little emoji reaction if you are. No.
I'm not seeing. I believe Apollo's at one of their events right now.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Yeah, I know he sent us a message last night, just speaking about the conference just a little bit. But yeah, I believe he's already there today at some of the events.
Awesome. Yeah, we are flying out early this week. Gonna be in Denver, Colorado for a little over a week, and gonna attend ETH Denver, network, meet some of our community, meet some of our remote staff in person that we have yet to meet in person, and have a good time. So very, very excited. If anybody's going to ETH Denver, hit us up. Let us know. We might do a meetup or something. I already know we have some community members in the area.
Yeah, and the same goes for the Dubai crypto convention. I know there's a few people in our community that are going to be over there during that time. So if there is anyone that's plans to attend the Dubai conference, I believe it's March. I believe it's March 13th. Yeah, then just feel free to hit us up, and we could potentially link up or do an event with the community.
Fantastic. Awesome. Mr. Moonshot, let me know when you get that posted on Telegram. You should probably do it on Discord too. By the way, guys, I am on a balcony that is near a very loud street. It also has a drawbridge that, when it goes up, it lets off a blaring horn, letting everybody within a 5-mile radius know that the drawbridge is going up. So apologies if it gets loud. All right. Just give it a couple more minutes.
It's up on Telegram. I'm going to pin it on Discord now.
Okay, fantastic. Then once you're done with that, we'll give it probably like another minute, and then we can get started. Awesome. If you just joined, we are just waiting a second for us to get the AMA announcement posted across our social channels, so everybody has some time to join. Please hang in there. We're going to get started soon. All right, let me know when that's posted.
Awesome. Yep, everything's posted. I posted it all about a minute or two ago.
You tag at everybody in Discord? I know that your Discord's not your...
I did not. No, I will now.
Okay, yeah, just do that.
Okay, it's posted.
Sweet. Awesome. All right, I guess we can go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining another one of our AMAs. We do these twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if there's a question that you have and it's not able to be answered, We have them twice a week, so feel free to join another one. Also, that's the loud road that I was telling you about. Our community is super supportive and can answer most of the questions you might have. All right, Mr. Moonshot, do you have any particular updates or announcements you'd like to share with the community? I know that there are there are like a massive amount of things that are kind of close to the point at which we can announce them, but they're not quite there yet. And so we have.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I am so excited to share some of these
in
things.
regard to some of the things that we can share at this current moment, so we do have. I've touched on this in the Telegram chat over the past couple of days, but on CoinMarketCap, our circulating supply should be verified within the next 2 days, according to their most recent message, which that will verifying the market cap and circulating supply on CoinMarketCap will allow our ranking to increase tremendously. It seems like it'll increase by roughly 2,000-ish places. Right now, I believe we're at 3,100 or so. So we are looking forward to that. And then we also have, so I've been in touch with CoinMarketCap about doing another airdrop in regard to our NFT collection. So I was speaking with them yesterday. We got pre-approved for doing another round of airdrops. Once this one ends, we're going to set up the next one. It probably won't come out until at least a week once this one ends, which it ends this coming Monday. And then it will last approximately probably around 3 to 4 weeks. So we'll have some more information on that soon, but look forward to another airdrop coming and another huge wave of investors in eyeballs.
Awesome. Anything else, Mr. Moonshot?
And then in regard to exchanges, so I can't go too much into detail on this because we have signed a few NDAs. But so we are making great progress on a top tier, a tier 1 exchange right now. It's a top 10. And like I've been saying in the chat, we are hoping that and expecting it to go live within the next 3 weeks. But it is at their pace. But that right now, that is my estimate. We can't release the name of the exchange at this point, but look forward for a top 10 exchange coming very soon, and then for a handful more coming after you see that one go live.
Awesome. And then something on that topic, we were contacted by one of the most successful popular projects in the space about a partnership. We have received information from them and are currently evaluating it. It looks like something we are most likely going to engage in them with, and based on the historical data from previous projects that have engaged in these partnerships, and there have been very few, but of the ones who have, it was insane for their token growth. So excited for that catalyst if we end up pulling the trigger on it. The top 10 exchange we are continuing to work on. Things are going well on that end. And there are a number of other catalysts that we are kind of on the brink of releasing to you guys, but they are not ready at this moment, so please stay tuned. Is there anything else that I'm missing that we can announce, Mr. Moonshot?
Like I usually do, I'll go through my notes during the meeting and the AMA, and at the end I will touch on some more. But I believe that's all of the major ones that we can announce at this moment.
Okay, sweet. Awesome. Then we can just jump right into questions. Guys, if you have a question, please raise your hand. We will try to get to as many of you as possible, but if not, we have these every 2 weeks or twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So don't be too upset if we can't answer your question. All right. So nobody's currently raising their hand. We can go to the Discord AMA questions chat. Oh, look. Believe is raising their hand. All right. Believe, we're going to add you as a speaker. Hey, Believe.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Doing well, man. How you doing?
Doing good. So I was gonna say really glad I like stumbled across this project, right? Because I'm like
Appreciate it.
pretty new to crypto. I'm all the way in Nigeria and in Africa, and I must say I've been following Lunar
Nice.
for a while, and I must say, I mean, the growth is like really good. And hearing the news from Mr.
Appreciate that.
Moonshot as he says we're going to be on a top 10 exchange, I mean, that really got me excited, and it's only upward from here. So I hope you guys keep on doing this, like you say, keep the community involved, keep us letting know what's going on, and yeah, I guess we'll be going to the moon.
Absolutely, man. Well, I really, really appreciate you saying that. A couple of our team members are actually from Nigeria, and I personally am part Nigerian. A small percentage, but it's in there. So
That is
yeah,
great.
appreciate it. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. If you have any particular questions, please let us know. All right. Remove from speaker.
I was actually going to ask, right?
Okay,
My bad. Um,
no
if
worries.
you invest, if because I've gotten a couple, because I don't push out financial advice, but honestly, I have actually told a couple of my friends about Lunar, right? And
Mm-hmm.
one of the questions they ask me is like, if they get in, because as much as we're holders, and there's some of us that like to hold, there's some people that really want to just get in and find out if they can take their money out at a specific time or something. So I was going to ask, is that something that can happen? Like, is there a certain amount of time people have to wait before they can swap back to like maybe their Binance Smart Chain, or how does it work exactly?
No,
Yeah.
so
So,
I can
Mr.
cover
Moonshot, you
that.
can.
Yeah, so to answer your question, no, there's no time limit or time restraint that's going to hold you back from selling or transferring whenever you wanted to. With that said, we do have our 12% tokenomics, so you will face that on any buy, sell, or transfer. Um, but the only limiting, I would say, I guess, factor on transactions is the 1% max wallet. So you would never be able to buy more than 1% or transfer more than 1%. But no, there's no time restraints.
And by 1%, Mr. Moonshot means of the
1% of
total
the
supply.
total supply.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then, in general, our token is set up in a way to incentivize and reward early supporters and long-term holders due to our token reflections. When we eventually create our new BEP20 lunar contract, we are going to um, essentially make some changes around that. But for now, rewards are received passively, and then eventually we will have either a staking requirement or a requirement to like sign up for a Lunar account to receive those rewards, and then the tax will be decreased as well to make it more feasible within the application. And so another incentive for waiting is that eventually, and this is not 100% confirmed, but it's almost certainly going to be this way, the sell tax in the future is going to be lower than 12%. So there is a incentive to wait so that you don't have to incur that tax. But again, not financial advice. This is just our current plan. Awesome. Believe, really appreciate the questions. If there's anything else you want to ask, let us know. All right, we're going to move on to Safe Moon Serg. Safe Moon Serg, we're going to add you as a speaker. You are now a speaker. Just click that blue mic button and unmute yourself. Or is it purple? I can't tell.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. So I've actually been following you guys' project. I got in pretty early in Lunar, and I just thought you guys
Awesome.
were awesome and saw a
Appreciate
lot
that.
of things that obviously you can tell from my profile pic. I'm a huge Safe Moon holder, and I heard you mention something. I was gonna ask if that was a goal of your guys's, is to actually apply for the Safe Moon swap, but I think you kind of alluded to that, but
We don't have to apply.
yeah. So yeah, not that you guys have to, but I was just wondering.
No, yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was that something that you guys kind of had in mind to do, or was that?
Yeah, it is something that we are currently evaluating, and we are at a point where we don't have to apply. That process is in the past now. So
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
I'm trying to be vague while still answer your question, and it's hard.
Yeah.
So
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'm a big holder of Evergrow as well, and when I saw that
nice.
partnership go through, and I was like, man, I was literally thinking of you guys too, and I was like, man, I would love for them to get partnered up, but whenever that time comes, I'll be very excited for you guys, and yeah, I would love to see that all happen and come through. So I appreciate you guys letting me talk.
No, absolutely, and yeah, that was a great question. Not going to confirm anything at the moment, but but we are in the process. Let's say. So, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, we think it could be really great for the token.
Yeah, my pleasure. Well, best of luck, guys, and I'm excited to be part of this journey with the whole Lunar family.
Thank you so much, man. Awesome. If you have any other questions, just raise your hand and let us know. All right, we're gonna move on to Juliano, the OG. All right, I'm gonna add you as a speaker. Juliano, welcome back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, hi.
How are you?
How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
I'm doing good, doing good.
I appreciate this energy that you guys bring into these spaces, like, twice a week. That must be something, honestly. Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah, we love doing them.
Yeah.
So,
I had one question, and that's kind of like not really my question, but I've got also like some friends that have invested, and they're kind of like asking about the watch list on CMC. And in how far there is like truth in this 7 million, whether it is bought or
yeah, so none of those are botted. The reason that our CMC watch list number is so high is primarily because of the airdrop campaign we ran through CMC. And the first requirement on that airdrop campaign was to add Lunar to your CMC watch list. And the way it was set up and integrated with their website made it easy for people to do. And so with just the sheer visibility and the sheer numbers of people that use that platform on a daily basis, and we're seeing our airdrop campaign. Actually, our airdrop campaign was also on the homepage of CMC. It was like the featured one on their kind of news or articles on the top, and so we got a lot of visibility through that. And the people who at least completed one action of the airdrop campaign, it was the watch list, and so that's why we're seeing such high numbers on that. But no, none of those are botted.
All right, thank you very much. That was it for me, and good luck, guys.
Thank you
I'm
so
happy
much.
to be part of this family as well.
Well, we're super glad to have you, Juliana. Really appreciate you always joining these AMAs. It's great to hear your voice and see you come back. Awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to. Doesn't look like anybody's raising their. Oh, Eric Snow. All right. Eric, you're now a speaker. Just click that mic button.
I missed the first 20 minutes. I was wondering, is there any big announcements right now?
So we kind of recapped. Actually, were there any announcements that we hadn't already shared, Mr. Moonshot? I think there were things we mentioned in a previous AMA, but what we did say is that there are a large amount of catalysts that are kind of on the brink of us being able to announce them, but they're not ready yet. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, there are some things that we were very, very excited to share with you all. Some things that no crypto companies have been able to accomplish, and some other exciting things. So, very, very exciting.
Well, my second question is, what's going on with the migration? Like, how does that work? Like,
Yeah, so the way the migration will work is on the Lunar holders end, you will have to do nothing, pretty much zero, aside from potentially adding the new token to your wallet, or rather enabling it within your wallet so that you can see it. It's not going to, what we're not going to do is what a lot of projects do, which is have you like manually send in the tokens and then wait like 2 weeks for them to manually send the tokens back to you, or the new tokens back to you, and then you have to enable it in your wallet, and it's just a big hassle. The way we're doing it is automatic for holders. And so the only thing you would have to do is just within your wallet enable the new token, so that it shows up.
Okay, that's perfect because I had this other coin and they were doing this whole migration thing and I just gave up on it. I didn't even know how to
I
do it.
know. I've been there too, and it's a major hassle. And if we are trying to drastically improve the user experience of crypto, we do not want our migration to be anything close to that. So,
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Do you have any other questions?
No, that's all. You answered them well for me. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric. If you have anything else, just raise your hand and let us know. All right. Moving on to family.soul. All right, family, you're now a speaker. Just click that mic button, unmute yourself. Hey, hey.
So quick question for you. I know you guys are working on the KuCoin listings. Do you guys feel like you're getting closer to the prerequisites in regards to getting listed?
Mr. Moonshot, that's a question for you, and I also didn't hear exactly what he asked. So,
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely, of course, get closer and closer every day to getting on these major tier one exchanges. Um, in regard to KuCoin, they don't necessarily let you know every um, aspect that we could like are maybe lacking in that might be slowing down the process. So they don't really let you know that. I know a couple of the things that need to be done in order to really get us to the next step there. And yes, they are progressing every day, and we are getting closer. Um, like I said, I posted a message on this, I believe, last week in the Telegram. But to all of the investors and anyone that's waiting for the next exchange, I would expect the next exchange to not be KuCoin, but but it is going to be a top 10 exchange. That's all I'll say. But to answer your question, yes, we are making progress on KuCoin, and yes, it is coming along. We're getting closer and closer every day. Still don't have an exact date, of course. We never do with exchanges, but I'm doing everything I can to get it done as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I think the whole community appreciates the transparency on that. And then one other quick question. When are you guys anticipating moving over to Discord as the go-to place?
yeah. So Cosmo, I think his official title is digital marketing specialist. So he is leading the charge on getting our Discord cleaned up, better optimized. He's getting new bots in there that will increase kind of the functionality and engagement aspects. And that process is either completed or nearing completion. I have to touch base with him and see how that's going. But we are already starting to make that push to get more people into Discord and get our Discord way more active and engaged. And that leads very nicely into our NFT release, because the NFT community as a whole, like not just Lunar Crystals NFTs, but NFTs in general, they almost entirely live on Discord. And so kind of meeting the people where they are is going to be great. And then that's going to be a nice transition into eventually moving our main community hub over to Discord. It's not going to be the type of thing where we're like, all right, Discord or Telegram's done. We're just switching to Discord. We'll still keep our Telegram live, and we imagine that it's still going to be a very active channel for our community. But the functionality of Discord is way better for what we are trying to do, and just allows for a lot more optionality. within the process. So it's going to be a gradual transition over to Discord. And that will take place over the next probably 1 to 2 months, I would assume.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you hinted at it. The Discord channel, specifically for NFTs, is a huge community over there, and it's an easy way to, categorize what you've got going on. And wherever wherever the whole team is active at, more the rest of the community is going to follow. So when you guys migrate over to Discord yourselves, I think you'll see the huge masses follow you guys. So
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you mentioning that. Yeah, we totally agree. We will. There will be an announcement that we are making it our main community hub. But yeah, it's probably going to be a gradual process. But we're working on it. We're trying to make as many improvements to the server as we can to make it really intuitive for those who might not be used to Discord, and also for those who are used to Discord. Because one thing that we've seen within Discord channels or Discord servers for other projects is that their channel structure is so confusing. Like it takes you like a minute to find the general chat or wherever you're trying to go. And so we're really focused on streamlining that process so that even people who aren't used to Discord can easily get the hang of it and find out where they're supposed to go. So appreciate you mentioning that. Yeah, we are in the process of doing that.
yeah, I would agree with the Discord. I'm in, probably 40 Discord channels, and the general is located in a different spot in each one. Then the alphas are in. It can be confusing as you're navigating around. So I'm sure you guys are going to do whatever you need to do to keep it clean and easily navigated. By the way, this is BKB. Just wanted to say what's up. Yeah.
BKB.
What's up?
You should have let me know at the beginning of your question, man.
No, man, I wanted to. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Love the AMAs. Love what you guys are doing. I'll mute myself.
Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, BKB is an OG early supporter. Used to be super active in our community, and we are huge BKB fans over here. There's actually an Easter egg in one of our UI screenshots, BKB coins. So
I love it. Yeah. That was awesome. By the way, I really appreciate that. That was great.
Of course, man. Gotta spread the love. Well, thank you so much, BKB. If you have another question, please let us know. All right.
For sure.
I'm gonna move on to Emeka. All right, Emeka. All right. Emeka, you are now a speaker. Just click that mic button, unmute yourself, and go for it.
So when can we start expecting targeted partnerships?
Sorry, I couldn't understand your question. Can you say that again? It's a little bit hard to hear you.
I say, when can we start expecting targeted and sensitive partnerships, like with some other probably VCs and stuff like that with you guys? Yep.
Mr. Moonshot, do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, I heard some of it. He broke up a little on me, but I heard do we have any partnerships coming up with, and what type of partnerships were you inquiring about?
Emeka, can you what type of partnerships were you asking about?
I said, that this is 4 months now. When can we start expecting partnerships with maybe VC and targeted partnerships?
Emeka, your mic is cutting out pretty bad. I don't know if it's your internet connection or your microphone.
Okay.
Would you mind?
Can you hear me clearly?
It's kind of cutting out at points, and so we only get bits of what you're saying.
Let me just say partnership. We get.
Mr. Moonshot, is that on my end or is that?
No, it's on my end too. I can't hear anything. If you would like, if you could just send the question if you're in our Discord, in the Discord chat, and we could answer it from there.
Yeah. Also, feel free to DM me the question directly on Twitter. You could DM the Lunar account or at Spaceman Lunar, and then we'll get to it. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, it's just too hard to hear you. All right. Remove from speakers. We are going to move back on to Safe Moon Surge. Safe Moon Surge.
Hey, what's up? Real
We're
quick
back.
question. So as far as your guys' migration, is there a consolidation ratio that you guys are doing?
Yeah, so we will be doing some level of consolidation. We haven't determined what the right ratio is. It's there's not really a science you can apply to it, and I guess that's probably why we haven't made that decision yet. Because it's like, what clear decision making framework can you apply to something that is largely a decision that is based on like human psychology and what would be a token price that is easy to interpret and takes into account the fact that the price will most likely scale. No, we do not have a specific ratio for you. It would probably be Mr. Moonshot. We were talking about some numbers, like what would it be, like 4 zeros, 5 zeros we would remove or something like that.
So in regard to the price, I mean, nothing's confirmed. I was thinking we were going to be normalizing it closer to around maybe between like 1 cent to 10 cents is what I was initially thinking, but that's still being discussed. And Spaceman, we will obviously decide on that soon.
Yeah, ideally, when we do it, we would want to normalize it or consolidate it to a point where when we reach kind of the scale that we want, it is around $1 or $10 or something of the sort that is easy in the long run to have as a price point, so people can be like, okay, I have 10 Lunar, this equals this much money. So that's what we're currently thinking around that. But yeah, no specifics.
Yeah, because I mean I've gone through a couple consolidations and I've seen different ratios and just was wondering. But do you guys have a timeline of when you guys are thinking of doing a migration? Would it be next 6 months, sooner, later?
Yeah, so it would be within the next 6 months, most likely. We envision the migration taking place after the release of the private beta, but before the release of the public V1. And so that's kind of the position in the roadmap that we see that taking place, because we are going to need that new contract to support our native cross-chain bridges that facilitate cross-chain trades within the application. And with that, we are also creating our ERC20 Lunar smart contract. So,
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for those answers.
absolutely, really, really appreciate it, man. If you have another question, please let us know. All right, we're gonna move on to. There's nobody in the queue right now. If nobody has any questions, we're going to go over to our Discord AMA questions channel and pull some out of there. Mr. Moonshot, I am not currently.
Yeah, I can go on there.
Machine, can you go in there? All right. Where's Kyle when we need him? All right, Mr. Carter's requesting. Mr. Moonshot, while you're heading over there, I'm gonna let Mr. Carter speak. Mr. Carter, welcome. Doing well, man. How about
Doing
yourself?
fantastic. Super thankful, as always, to be part of the Lunar team. I just wanted to ask the question about incorporation and the legalities that you guys have maybe uncovered and figured out if determining how you guys are structured from a corporation standpoint. If you guys have figured that out and kind of.
Yeah, so a few parts I wasn't able to make out, but I think I got the general gist of your question, which is one, are we incorporated? Two, what is the structure in which we did that? And three, what are some of the kind of legal related details related to that?
Yeah, you got it.
So yes, we are incorporated. We are incorporated in the British Virgin Islands. We evaluated a number of different countries as our kind of home of incorporation, and BVI seemed to be the best option for our stage and what we were trying to do. That is set up. Incorporation structure. I'll have to actually make 100% sure, but I'm almost positive it's a C corp. But let me just check. Don't hold me to that because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 95% sure. So that's the incorporation structure, and then as far as kind of the legal related challenges or details around that, that's somewhat of a big question, and so I'm trying to think of how to hone it in to provide you an answer to that question. I think in general, when it comes to crypto, it's such a new technology that regulators haven't really regulated it yet. It's kind of in a gray area, and if the only regulation really that is being applied is regulation that has existed for other let's say financial instruments or things of that sort, that they are applying to crypto. But that's not really the long term for crypto law and regulation. And so we personally think that it's going to be quite a bit of time before we start to see some real legislation be passed, at least in the U.S. around crypto and DeFi, because the technology is so new and there's such a big learning curve on it. Like the lawmakers that are actually making these laws have to learn about the subject, or at least let's hope that they learn about the subject before they make laws around it. But yeah, right now a lot of gray area around stuff, a lot of kind of we don't know which way it's going to fall. But the way that we are set up is the most ideal for our long-term health and success. And the benefit of being an international company is that we don't necessarily have to, if one country is regulating crypto very heavily, then there's still every single other country on the planet. So that's how we're currently thinking about it. We have a very amazing, hyper intelligent individual on our team who is kind of like our legal ninja, also our head of operations, and he is helping us navigate through the murky waters that are crypto regulation. So, yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, no, that's spot on. I appreciate that. I had a second question, which was, do you have like a timeline, or is it even an opportunity in the near future for us to like have some video content that we can go out and shill, and that's official Lunar created,
Yeah.
it's high quality,
Mm-hmm.
like some 15-second, 30-second, 60-second spots. Like, I'm honestly to the point where I'd even be interested in pushing some Facebook ads out there or whatever, just to get the word out, because I feel like so many people are missing out at this early stage.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
So actually, a that so within that vein, something that is typically called, at least in some verticals, an anchor ad, or an anchor video, going over the platform and the benefits in a fair amount of detail is something that we have on the roadmap. And so the way that that's going to be structured is a very like entertaining, engaging ad video, if that's what you want to call it, that's animated and has really amazing visuals and probably some form of narration or audio, helping explain the product. And so that's going to be great for running digital ads. Like you mentioned, a lot of digital ads platforms do restrict crypto from advertising, but I know that there are some that don't. And then the main kind of benefit of having that, aside from helping people get an understanding of the platform when we put it on our website and whatnot, is to allow you guys, the community, to go and spread that around. And so having just being able to be like, oh, here's a link to learn about Lunar, and it's presented in a way that's super engaging, keeps people's attention, and gets them excited about the platform, is something that we absolutely plan on doing. We see that coming out probably in March, just due to the nature of video production and the limitations around it. So, but yeah, we are actually already in the process of, or rather the early stages of getting that video produced. We're currently evaluating like animators and video creators to help us actually build that. But yeah, that's a really great point, and we're absolutely doing that.
No, I love it. Thank you for that. And then just a final comment, specifically related to ads. I was actually, I work for a Fortune 500 company, and we use this marketing agency in the US that has a very, very detailed way of being able to target your audience. And so if we were going to push out advertising and actually spend money on advertising, there's a lot of ways to target these high profile individuals that bring a lot of funds to the projects and such. So I'd be willing to share if that's something you'd be open to.
Yeah, definitely. So I have shopped around and worked with a number of different media buying agencies, specifically in the digital ad space. Most of them are awful. Most of them are not worth the money. Some of them are good, and a few of them are great. And so definitely willing to check it out. It's hard to evaluate media buying agencies um, unless they have some really, really great case studies. And even if, or even when, there's still been points where we've been screwed with media buying agencies that had great case studies. So we're going to evaluate it. I think in general, our strategy is probably going to be in the long term to bring our media buying in house, because you're also paying for, like, if you hire a media buying agency, you're also paying for their executives, you're paying for their beer budget, their ping pong table, their like everything else. Whereas just bringing in a couple super talented media buyers is typically what is best long term. But I'm absolutely willing to check it out. So thank you for mentioning that. You can just DM me with the name of them if you want, or tell me out loud if you don't care to share their info.
Well, yeah. Do you want me to send you that DM on Twitter or Lunar? I mean, Telegram or what?
Yeah, just send it on Twitter. You can send it to the Lunar account or the or my Spaceman Twitter, which is at Spaceman Lunar.
Got it. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking time to answer those questions. And like always, you guys are rocking it. And I am super pumped to be a part of this project and so glad that I found you guys. So keep it up. You guys are doing great.
Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to move on to... Actually, we're going to answer Emeka's question. So he said over DMs, he said partnerships, and then he said, when can we expect partnerships with reputable VCs? So we are not 100% certain if we will actually need to raise venture capital or not. There might come a point in our company's growth cycle where we need to, or we would like to scale rather quickly and would need a large capital injection at one time. But at this very moment, the way that we have it set up is set up in a way where we don't necessarily have to raise venture capital. There is also some, what I say, it's inherently harder to raise traditional investment as a company that deals with DeFi and that and just crypto in general. And so that might be a limitation for some investors. But in general, we are set up in a way where we don't necessarily need to raise, but we might eventually if we want to scale at a faster rate. So I hope that answered your question, Emeka. Sorry that your mic wasn't working, but glad we got it taken care of. All right, we're going to let JJ speak now. All right. Oops. All right, JJ. Add a speaker.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, hey. Yes, we can. How you doing?
All right. Hey, I'm excited to be part of this project. I've been here since day one. I just had a quick
Wow, appreciate that,
I
man.
just had a quick question. I came in a little bit late, and I was just here. I heard the tail end of you guys are going to be doing a migration.
Yes. So that is currently planned in order to have the token be able to facilitate the things that we needed to within the application, namely our cross-chain bridge, as well as being able to adjust our buy, sell, and transfer tax independently and have it apply at different rates depending if it's being used in the app or if it's being bought on the open market. And so, in order to provide that functionality, we're going to need a updated smart contract, and that is most likely going to take place after the release of our private beta, but before the release of our public V1. And the process for migration is going to be super. We're going to set it up in a way to where it's very, very, very low effort on the holder's end because most migrations, the way that they set them up is a major pain in the ass. You have to manually send your tokens into this wallet address on their website and then wait like 2 weeks. And it's just like, it's like an hour-long process. And then your tokens are just like sitting in purgatory for a long period of time before you get them back. And so if we are trying to drastically improve the user experience of crypto, we do not want to have a migration anywhere close to that. We want it to be super, super easy. So the way it's going to work is essentially all current holders are going to be airdropped the new token at an equivalent value to the tokens that the Lunar tokens that they currently hold, and all that they would have to do at that point would be to enable the token to show up within their wallet. So that's how we plan to do it.
Awesome. That's great. And so will that be getting rid of reflections? And how many zeros will that be eliminating?
Yeah, so on the reflections point, so yes, it will most likely eliminate reflections, but the concept of rewards is not going away. It'll either be where you have to have a Lunar account to receive reflections, or it's going to be a staking requirement. We're not entirely decided on which one it's going to be yet. This is mainly due to regulatory reasons. We want to make sure that we are as safe as possible when it comes to that type of stuff, and actually making a staking requirement or a some form of work requirement is puts us in a much better position on that front. And so we are going to continue to have some rewards component of the token, but it won't be straight up reflections as they are right now, most likely. But the benefit to those who, if you are slightly upset by what I just said, a benefit of switching or migrating over to this new contract and not having the same kind of reward mechanics is going to be that our sell tax, as well as our buy tax, is going to be substantially lower than what it currently is at the 12%. And so that's going to make up for most, if not more, than what the reflections would have provided. And then there's still a way to get those rewards if you wanted to either stake your tokens or sign up for the Lunar account, depending on what we require.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for the information. And sounds like you guys are making things happen. And I look forward to what happens in the future.
For sure, man. Thank you so much for the question. Really, really appreciate it. If there's anything else you'd like to ask, just raise your hand and let us know.
Will do.
All right. I'm going to move on to... All right, I'm going to try to pronounce your name right. Abdurizek. Abdurizek. I'm going to add you as a speaker. Abdurizak, you are now speaker.
Hey, how you guys
There
doing?
we go. Doing well. How about yourself,
Doing
man?
all right. Just wanna throw some quick question that I have. One thing that actually, as I was doing my research about Lunar, I'm actually part of the community, but one thing that actually caught my attention was the the watch list. The watch list in the coin market cap was actually kind of 7 million. So I was just wondering, where do we get in those numbers, in terms of.
Yeah, so we answered this at the beginning of the AMA, but just to reiterate, so for the people who didn't hear, the reason that our watch lists are so high, it's not because we sent fake bots or did anything disingenuous there. The reason that they are so high is because of our CoinMarketCap airdrop campaign. So one of the requirements for the airdrop, or to participate in the airdrop, was to add us to a watch list, or add us to their watch list on CMC. And our airdrop campaign also was featured on the homepage of CoinMarketCap. And so that's why we saw so many people add Lunar to their watch list. So that's why the number is so high, not because we sent fake accounts or bots or anything like that. If you look at other airdrop or projects that have done airdrop campaigns on CMC, they also have typically, if they're a good project, have at least a couple million watch lists from the airdrop campaign, and so that's why it is the way it is.
Okay, sure, perfect. Yeah, no, thanks. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, appreciate it for the answering that question. And just want to thank the whole community of Lunar. And this looks a legit and great project.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we are working extremely hard to bring our vision to fruition, and could not be more grateful for all your guys' support. So thank you.
Perfect. Keep up the good work. Thanks.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. All right. We're going to move to is it Ismail or Ismail? All right. Ismail, we're going to add you as a speaker. Ismail, you are now a speaker. Just click that mic button to unmute yourself.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, we can. How you doing?
Good, thank you. So first of all, I want to thank you for your dedication and commitment.
Thank you.
And I have only one question. Once the app will be released, I'm wondering if the features of the app will be completely and entirely free, or there are some features that will need a monthly subscription by the users.
Yeah, so I would say the all of the core functionality that you would need, plus a lot of the additional functionality is within the application, is going to be free. There are going to be most likely 2 paid tiers that we have within the application that unlock some more advanced features that you wouldn't necessarily need, but would be would be things that are nice to have, or would benefit some more advanced traders, let's say. And so, but the main goal is to make it is to make the main functionality and most of the functionality within the app completely free.
Okay, thank you, guys, and keep up the
Absolutely.
good work.
Thank you. Really appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
All right. It looks like Master Jedi has joined. Master Jedi, it's great to see you.
What's up, Spaceman? How you doing?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Good. Just getting some cleaning done, and then forgot there was an AMA today, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi.
Well, appreciate that. Yeah, we are just getting to kind of the remainder of the questions. We'll probably cut this after the next 2 to 3 questions. I know I have quite a bit to get back to, so don't have to stay on that long, Master Jedi. I know your house needs to be cleaned, so but appreciate you hopping on.
And they got a lot of coding to do too, so.
That you do. That you do. All right. Sam. We're going to add Sam as a speaker. Sam, you're now a speaker.
Hello. How are you, everybody?
Hello. How are
Good,
you?
good. I'm also like from first hour in Lunar, and I have a question. I also have Bitmart account. So what's gonna happen in the Bitmart account, the staking or reflection after you guys migrate?
So with Bitmart, so the way that Bitmart is set up.
40?
Sorry, what was that?
No, I'm at my work right now. I'm with customer too, so you can go on.
Oh. Yeah, so with Bitmart and with any of the exchanges when we do our migration, all the exchanges that we're working with allow for a process to switch the tokens over, and it's pretty seamless on the user's end, and so there shouldn't be any major impact there. With Bitmart, I know that they do not support tokenomics, and so it's not going to make a difference to the to really anything.
No, on Bitmart they do support token. On Coinsbit is the one that doesn't support it, but Bitmart they are receiving.
Oh, so, okay. Sorry, I misspoke on that. So, Mr. Moonshot, do you know how that might affect tokenomics? I think we would be able to just change them with the new.
Yeah. So no, it'll be no problem. So Bitmart is actually the one who fully handles all of that. I have nothing to do with that. I just told them what I wanted the tokenomics to be on their end, and then they send you guys your reflections in Lunar. I believe it's once a week. So yeah, whenever we switch contracts, I will just notify them, of course, way beforehand. We'll have everything set up to be paused and then started again on the new contract. And all the tokenomics will be linked up to the new contract. So there's nothing to worry about there.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sam, for the question, and
Yeah.
appreciate your support. All
Thank you.
right, we're
Bye-bye.
gonna move to Siddharth. All right, Siddharth. Siddharth. Hey, how you doing?
Lunar is a reflection coin. Uh, does does it have a problem in listing in the tier one?
Does it have problems listing in the tier one? We have not yet run into any concerns around that. Typically, what centralized exchanges will do if they don't support tokenomics or reflections is just not have them work on when it comes to trading on their exchange. But no, we have not run into any issues there. And the benefit of our migration is if that point ever comes, we will eventually not have that pure reflections model, and so it shouldn't be an issue.
The tier one volume is so high, the reflection will be the price will hike like dramatically. That's why I'm asking. There is no
Oh,
problem.
okay. Okay. Yeah. So obviously, we can't give any sort of guarantees or provide any financial advice. But at least in our experience, looking at past data of other projects that have been listed on these exchanges, yes, it tends to have a very big impact on both volume and price. And so, with volume, while we support reflections, the reflections should be super high.
So there is no problem.
No. Yeah, no issue on that front.
That's okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Siddharth. All right. Jackie, it's great to see you again. You're now a speaker. Just click that blue mic button on the bottom left. I think it is.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, man, it must have caught
We
out.
can hear
It
you.
must have glitched out or something. All of a sudden, I heard you were a speaker, but I didn't hear my name. So that was weird.
No. Well, we can hear you fine. How you doing?
Great, man. Awesome. You guys are, as always, chugging along, man, doing a great job.
Appreciate that.
So, but and I was going to be quiet on this one, but Master Jedi jumped in, so I just wanted to check in with Master Jedi and see how things were going along on his end. You know, the app is, I guess, the biggest thing on my mind right now. So, just curious how that's coming. You know, if we're on schedule for the beta and everything.
Yeah, we're still on schedule. Had a eye-opening and very not fun experience with crypto this week, trying to move significant portions of crypto around on different exchanges, and really wanted to flip a table over. I don't understand how new people do it. So,
How long did it take you? It was what, 20 hours to move?
oh my God, it was 20 hours. It was ridiculous. I had to basically shut off one exchange's ability to hit a certain API in order to be able to finally fail over to the exchange that I wanted to use that could complete the transaction. It was bad. So, I don't know if you saw the tweet that I sent out about JavaScript and its effect on the ecosystem, but yeah, that was directly related to transactional nightmares. So yeah, we got firsthand experience on why this sucks, and we're making it better. The development process is going very well. We're still well on track for the timeline that we've discussed. Very happy with the progress that both the .NET and blockchain teams have made on nailing down exactly what we're going to ship and those timelines. So, yeah, it's can't talk a whole lot more about it yet, but we are definitely still on schedule. Very excited about it, and based on what I saw this week, yeah, we're gonna make some magic happen.
Awesome.
That's what I love to hear, man. You know, damn it, we had a hell of a time. At 20 hours to do something, but guess what? Lunar's fixing that.
Yeah.
That's what you want to hear.
Yeah, there's a personal incentive to get this application out the door, just because we want to use it for ourselves. And so I think when you have a product that solves such a insanely painful problem, it is, so long as you build it right and you make it really great. It's kind of and I don't want to confirm anything, but it's like it's bound to be successful just because of the sheer demand for it. So we are very excited for both personal reasons and business related reasons to get this app out the door. One thing I will say though, just to give some slack to Master Jedi, our focus is on building the best product we possibly can, and quality is going to come before speed always. And so there might, and there probably will come a point where there are things in the development process that we did not originally anticipate that slows down timelines. And so if we're giving a particular timeline that's based on our current understanding of the work that has to be done and the potential roadblocks along the way. And so in general, guys, we are really focused on building a super high quality product. And so that is going to come before speed. If there are adjustments to our development timeline, please bear with us. The reason that might be is because we are really trying to build the best product imaginable. But just want to make that clear to the community, that is our mindset around this product, and not to get too upset if there are changes to timelines, because again, development, there are always roadblocks that occur. We're going to try to resolve them as fast as possible, but we're really focused on building a high quality product, especially when we're dealing with people's money. We we understand that is a huge responsibility, and something we absolutely 100% have to get right. There's no half-assing dealing with people's money, and so that is going to be prioritized always over speed. Just making that clear to everybody. just so expectations are set clearly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is the expectation, by the way. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but if you guys have to move the time frame back, that's what we want. We want something that works and doesn't like screw shit up. So we are fine with that, brother.
Well, and look, the reality is, I want to ship often, right? When you get on a solid like enterprise level cadence, you look at companies like GitHub. They're shipping features multiple times a day, and you never know it. You never see it behind the scenes because their systems for deployment are amazing. We are operating at that level, which means that there's a lot of initial groundwork that has to be done in order to set up those systems, in order to make sure you're tracking features and you know what the sprints look like and you've properly estimated the number of hours and you know what your destination is and how you're going to get there. And so we've put all those things in place. We're finishing our specs and making sure that we understand exactly who we're targeting with the features. And, once you get the first initial beta out the door, then everything else is just a matter of what point does a feature ship. And like our criteria for shipping is it secure first and foremost? Is it simple second? And have we thoroughly tested it? And so when we know those things, a feature will ship. But for me, security is the first, second, and third priorities. And nothing will go out the door unless it meets my quality standards. And that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
I love the entire community, but if I'm comfortable with it, I guarantee you'll be comfortable with it too.
Absolutely. And just adding on that, I would say the last thing that this space needs is another shitty app. And so we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that that's not what happens. So
yeah,
awesome.
We're not two guys in a garage here. We're software professionals.
We were at one point, but
no longer.
at this point, no longer. So appreciate the questions, Jackie, and thank you for the support as always. Is there anything else you'd like to ask that we can provide some clarity or answers on?
No, that's it, brother. That's all I got.
Awesome.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate
it. All right. Looks like we have Jason. So Jason is going to be the last question we're going to answer. Guys, if we didn't get to your question, apologies. Feel free to leave it in the hashtag AMA questions channel within Discord, and we'll try to get to you on the next one. If not, you could also ask our community. They have most of the questions you might ask. So Jason, I'm going to add you as a speaker. Love the Cybertruck in your Twitter banner, by the way.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing well, man. How you
Good,
doing?
man. It seems like I always get that last spot somehow.
Last but not
I'll
least,
take
baby.
It. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna give you guys a brains a break. First of all, let me say I trust you guys with my money more than I do some of my family. So hey, you
appreciate that. That's we're honored.
You guys have already given me back more money than my family ever did. So
perfect. So I love to hear. Outstanding.
I'm gonna give you guys a quick something easy for your brain. I'm saying
right.
Who Day. Who you guys going for, Bengals or the Rams?
I'm going to be honest, Jason. I didn't even know who was playing until yesterday.
That's a good thing. That just lets me know where you're.
That's how it's down.
See, this was a trick question. That lets me know you. That's the perfect answer.
See, I'm pissed because my teams didn't make it in. I'm not going to say who they were. They fought to the bitter end, but I was very disappointed. So I'm just ready to watch some football. I don't really care who wins.
There you go. You guys enjoy your weekend. I just wanted to say hey, and I always enjoy coming to the AMAs, whether I get to ask a question or not. You guys provide so much information, and I just appreciate you guys doing the twice a week. With a lot, especially with a lot of new people in crypto, and me being kind of new myself. Yeah. You see the market go up and down, and you're learning, and to hear your guys' voices and giving all the updates that you guys are doing, it builds a lot of confidence in your investors and in the community, and just happy to be a part of it, man. You guys enjoy your weekend.
Well, thank you so much, Jason, for all the love and support. Really appreciate your questions. They always bring a laugh out of me. So
Good deal.
really appreciate it. And to everybody who joined this AMA, thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. Again, we have these every Wednesday and Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If there wasn't a question that we answered, we typically get to them if you put them in the Discord AMA's channel, or rather the Discord AMA questions channel. And so if we didn't get to your question, please leave it there. But with that, thank you guys again. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you all soon. All right. Bye, guys.
Take it easy, folks. Have a great weekend.
Awesome. Lots to look forward to over the coming weeks. Very, very excited.
All right, that is it for the AMA. If you're just tuning in for the first time for Lunar, it's a great project to take a look at. Out of the 8 million people that are following it on CoinMarketCap, they said 7 million, but I've been looking at it earlier and it was like 8 million. So there's a lot of people following it. And when you consider they've only got about 30,000 holders, that's a huge delta between the two. Now, I don't know how many of those are going to stay on there after the airdrop is done, but if 8 million people actually plan on following Lunar and checking for their progress, that's a significant potential. That's ridiculous. So that's kind of the project that you're watching if you haven't seen this before. And I've recorded several of their AMAs. I try to do a couple here and there. I can't always get to the ones in the middle of the week. And then some of them just with the holidays and everything else afterwards, I've been unable to get to a couple of them, but I do try to get at least one or two. Every couple of weeks I try to knock them out and get in there, especially when I'm expecting kind of bigger updates. And I was hoping this was going to be that one, but maybe it'll be this next one on Wednesday or next week. We'll get some big updates on exchanges. So that always helps drive volume and getting more holders. So great project to take a look at. They've got a really phenomenal interface that they're building, and Discord is the place to go. Definitely jump on their Discord. They've got links to everything for their social media right here on their webpage. If you go here, hit the Discord button, you can do it on your phone or on your computer. It's a little easier to use on your computer, so I recommend people use their computer for it, but it'll install the application and you can check out their Discord. Just make sure you check the captures if you're not familiar with Discord. But they got a lot of information on there. They generally have more information in Discord than you're going to find on their website or in their white paper. So if you've already looked at those two and you're interested, the next stop I would recommend is hitting up their Discord. But great project to take a look at. Their NFTs should be launching, I think, in the next month. I want to say there's 17 days left on the whitelist to get on this, so you can still register for the whitelist if that's something you're interested in. And again, there's more information on the Discord about exactly what these are going to do and the rarity levels, and they still haven't completely defined their capabilities, but you can definitely find some more information on their Discord. I always encourage projects to do a better job of updating their websites, and I kind of wish they did, but there is a ton of information on their Discord for you to find. I just wish there was more on their website. But some of it they haven't defined yet. They haven't launched these yet, so it's not entirely clear what they're going to do, but you did hear about the 2 paid tiers. The NFTs are supposed to eliminate some of those fees or all of those fees depending on the rarity of the NFT. And then there's specific features or functions that some of the NFTs are provided for as well. So it's a utility NFT is the way to look at it. So it's not like just a standard image that accumulates, more tokens or increases in value over time. It's actually going to serve a purpose inside of their system. But that's pretty much it for today's AMA. If I'm able to, I will try to cover the one on Wednesday as well. Top 10 exchange is phenomenal. Again, exchanges, it's more about getting people to look at it. So the more exchanges, because a lot of people are cautious about getting out into the DeFi space and using PancakeSwap and using the decentralized exchanges to buy crypto. They want to do it on an exchange, which they keep getting hacked, so I don't know why that would be the case. I jumped ship from the exchange as soon as I could. As soon as I figured out how all the DeFi stuff works, I made the move, and I really don't go back other than to use it as an off-ramp to withdraw if I want to withdraw some of my crypto. So, all right, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.